Hello, my name is Angelica Marin, and I'm gonna walk you through my Canvas for the Business Information Management course. Um, Currently, my school district is using Schoology, but when building out the course, a lot of the things were not available unless I was logged in through the district. So I decided to explore a little bit of about Canvas, which I saw from a lot of my peers in the class that they're using Canvas for their LMS in their district. So I decided to go ahead and give it a go and explore and learn something new. So this is what I've done with my information management LMS. So I started off with a homepage. In my homepage, I went on ahead and put a visual of what the class is, some pictures of previous students, activities that we have done, and certifications that we're gonna work for towards the class. I put a little course overview, just a tiny overview, so that they can know what to expect from the class or what the class is about, so that they can actually go in and then investigate a little bit further. I put a little visual here, and I put go ahead and start here. So let's go ahead and get started. When you click on the start here, it takes you automatically to my Bitmoji classroom. And I like to use a lot of visuals because from my experience, I've learned that high school students don't like to read too much. They want to go, finish quick, but sometimes they miss out on information. So I like to be very visual. And I have some scenes here from my Bitmoji classroom. And I like to start here with welcome to our class, my room number, my name. I give them a little bit of instruction, make sure you check out the YouTube intro video and a couple of documents that they need to look at. So I went on ahead and put a little intro video right here. Let me take you to that real quick. So when they click on that, they get to see a video that I created for them so they can actually get to know me a little bit more. That way they feel more at ease, they feel like, so they can see that their teacher is also human, and just a regular person like they are. I tell them a little bit about myself. I go ahead and talk about like who my family is, and I talk a little bit about some hobbies, my goals, something that students can relate to. So after they finish watching that, they go on to the next. And again, they get a little bit more detailed of the course overview. And then I go ahead and outline the course objectives because it's important for them to know what they need to achieve by the end of the year. When we click on next, and then it takes them through the syllabus. It gives them important information like my name, my email, how to contact me, my conference period in case their parents want to go ahead and reach out to me. Again, the certifications we're going to be working for, course goals, materials, grading, all the district policies that they need to know about. And if we keep on going through, let me take you to the modules real quick because we've been going through the start here. So we already saw the course overview, the syllabus, and then I take them to let's get to know you. Again, I like to be visual so that they can see what I'm talking about. We're going to get to know the students a little bit. So I put an example of what this assignment is going to entail. So instead of them just texting some information, about themselves and not being too creative, what I decided to do is I have a little Bitmoji assignment. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to introduce themselves to the class, but by decorating a locker. I tell them to be as creative as possible, and I give them some topics that they can talk about. The reason I like to do this is since this is a technology class, I like to assess the skills that they're coming in with. That way I can tell who my tech-savvy people are, who is good with technology, but still has a lot to learn. And I also like to identify the students that are going to need a lot of work, because this is going to help me set up their seating chart, because I'm not going to let, I guess, my real tech savvy people sit together. I like to seat them in a way so that I can actually have my students collaborate and work together, because sometimes they work better together than asking the teacher questions. So that way they get like a class where they're going to work on technology, but they're going to get a lot of collaboration in the class and start building those professional skills and things that we need for this class. Okay, let me go back to modules. So that is the start here. And then let's go ahead and walk you through week 1. And we're going to try and do week 1 and week 2. So here we go. As we go into this module, business communication. Again, I don't like to have too much text. I do have text for my students that learn better by reading, but I do a lot of visual plus text, like my learning goals, but I do a lot of videos because that's just going to help students remember more easily. So once they go through this business communication, they go through the goals. The goals for this unit 1 is for them to learn how to communicate effectively while using oral skills and written skills. They're going to have to demonstrate collaboration skills through teamwork, demonstrate professionalism, and conducting oneself in a profession and in the workplace. So I included some videos here so they can watch a lesson. That way they hear and they see the lesson. If we click on next, I also provided a presentation for them so that they can go ahead and go through it themselves, so then they can get a little bit more detailed information. So once they go through the PowerPoint, they click on next. And then they'll see that for the first unit, they do have a group project. So in this group project, they're going to have to get into teams, and they're going to have to create a presentation on what professionalism is, depending on what their group researched. The assignment is worth 100 points. They're going to have to work together. There's going to be a couple of peer reviews. They're going to have to self-assess and turn in their work. And then if we keep going through the module, our next part is productivity apps for school and work. Again, I like to be a little bit more visual and then have the learning objectives so students don't feel overwhelmed. I also provide video tutorials. We use this one of our biggest resources is SAM, which is a computer program. And students get to go through this so that they can start preparing themselves for a Microsoft Word certification. So I provided a little video tutorial on how to get started with the program. And then I put a visual here so they could put like a face to the name. Because the name of our program is SAM, I decided to put a male Bitmoji. That way they can kind of connect. And if they click on the training, it'll take them directly. I provided a link so that it takes them directly to our online program, SAM, so they can get started. So as you can see here, we have all of the things that we're going to learn throughout the year. And the first one is this productivity apps for school and work. So students come here and they click on the training. And then they get to start. And what's cool about this resource and program that we use for this class is that it's self-paced. And students get to go through an intro, observe, practice, and apply. They go through several tasks of things that they're going to learn. And this is what the students use. And once they complete all 24 tasks, they go ahead and submit. And then let's go ahead and keep on going through. Towards the end, they're going to go ahead and have an exam on the training that they had. And they'll get to use their notes and anything they jotted down that was important. Let's go ahead and keep on going through the modules. Our next module is time management. Again, I like to have a visual, the learning goals, understand the importance of effective time management. And a couple more here. I have a presentation. If they click on next, they have their presentation and information where they can access everything through Canvas instead of clicking outside and looking. I try to make the structure so that it's easy to follow. Students will feel comfortable using it and nobody will be lost. So once they get done through that, they have a little assignment here. I have the instructions, submission guidelines, important notes. And if we keep on going through the modules, so I already went down through week 1. We just started week 2. There's another section here for week 2, which is SMART goals. And again, it's the same structure, when that way students get very familiar and they get used to a certain pattern and they know what to expect. And that creates this structure. And a lot of students do very well with structure. SMART goals, they're going to go through the learning goals, for this lesson. They're going to have some videos, tutorials on what SMART goals are, how to create the SMART goals, and all that good stuff. If they click on through, they're going to have their assignment where they're going to have to create SMART goals. And so that's how the modules go. They're going to have an assignments tab where they're going to be able to see what assignments they need to do. I created an announcements here. Again, I like to be a little bit more visual. They're going to have an announcements and they're going to get this bulletin and it's going to have like a to-do list for the week. And then they'll be able to click on some links here to take them to certain things. But this is just like a little reminder, like a little quick list of what they need to do for the week. And those are my announcements. So I've taken you through my home, announcements, syllabus, modules, assignments, how they're going to collaborate, how this is a blended course, blended learning course where not everything's asynchronous, but it's online and in person. And that is the overview of my LMS and my implementation video for my BIM class. Thank you so much.